The market tries to gap up but falls slightly. Is it time for a pullback? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so in last week's video, we talked about the fact that the market had reached a very important area in that 6,009 zone, and if they did extend, it would likely look toward that 60.51 area, and that's exactly what we saw as the market moved up towards 60.50 before pulling back slightly. So now the question is, are the bears due for a pullback? I'll get into that in just one second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP 500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, before we jump into the charts, as always, we will go over the indicator. If you're not familiar with it, we have created a trading view indicator that absolutely is crushing the market. We have hundreds of people using it right now, and I would like for you to have it as well. We do have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so let's jump in and check out how it works. Okay, guys, before we actually jump into what the indicator is doing, first you need to know that this is TradingView. You do need a TradingView account to get the indicator, and you need real-time data for the futures markets, for the ES and the NQ, because that's part of the data that it pulls in to give you the indications. But we day trade on the 5-minute SPY, and we swing trade on the weekly SPY. So it's a very powerful day and swing trade indicator. But you can only get it through TradingView, so you do need a TradingView account. I have a link when you sign up that you can get one really cheap if you don't have one, or you can get $15 off of your account. And it's really absolutely crushing. It takes all of the thought process out of trading. You simply sit back, relax, and wait for the indication, and then you set your trades and follow the rules. And we'll show you exactly what's going on right here. So early today in the pre-market, so what you're looking at on the screen, the blue on the left, and the blue on the right, that is after hours trading. We do not trade after hours, but it does help us sync up with regular trading hours when they start. So we do keep it on the screen so that it can use those calculations. That did have a big sell here at the top in the pre-market. And then that sold down until we got our buy signal at about 7:15. Our first one came in at 7:10. It stopped out real quick. Then you got another one and a nice winning buy up here. Came back up to where they opened the market. This was a really nice run up here, a good trade winner for us today. Then they got this sell here, and this sell depends on how you set your stop. If you set your stop wide enough here, if you followed the rules, you were going to be real close. It just kind of depends, but it did have the sell absolutely killed. Came up, gave you this pop right here. As long as you could avoid that stop out right there, if you had your stop high enough, you caught this amazing move down. Again, getting you up near the top of the move and then out at the bottom with another buy at the bottom of the move that absolutely ripped it back in the other direction. So the indicator absolutely on point again. The only little thing here was you possibly got stopped out on this spike up, unfortunately, but it did have the market in weakness mode here and in sell. As you can see, the market moved down pretty aggressively after that. So another great day for the indicator. If you used it last week, guys, trend days are not day trading days. Everybody who's worth their salt in day trading will tell you that trend days are either you're chasing or you're sitting out or you're looking for a reversal. Those are the three options. You try a couple reversals. If they don't work out, then you're sitting out for the rest of the day. That's just how it works. Trend days are not trading days for day traders. All right, so that's the indicator. Now, if you want to get this, guys, and you want emotion out of the market, you want to know when to get in, when to get out, how to do it. It's so simple. It's an easy system, 30-day money-back guarantee. Check out the link down in the description, okay? Click that link. It will take you right to the page you need to be on, and right here you can get it for $59 a month. It'll pay for itself so quickly. 30-day money-back guarantee. You have to have TradingView. You have to have real-time data, but it is absolutely crushing the market. You can go back and watch each of my videos for the last 3 weeks, with the exception of last week when we're just in trend days straight up. It absolutely crushes the market. It is getting tops and bottoms killed. You're getting 2- and 3-point moves on the SPY, which in day trading terms is absolutely enormous, and it is really helping a lot of traders make money. So if you want to be part of this 30 days money-back guarantee, check it out. Come in here and click here to get the indicator, and you'll love it. You can see down here all the stuff people are saying about it. It's incredible how much it is helping everybody really understand trading. All right, now let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1-hour futures chart for the S&P 500. And as we talked about last week, I said we could see a pullback toward that 5880 zone. That would be a possibility, but if they extend, the next fib higher was 6,057. 6009 was our original target. They came up. You can see they hit it, pulled back off of it, and extended up toward the next fib. And that's why you don't get in front of these runaway trains. You let them play out, come back to support, and then buy again. So we bought down here at the very bottom, did excellent on that trade, got out up here on the first move up because that's the easy part of the trade. Now it has extended, and we would look for a pullback. And this is the support box the bulls need to hold. It's very simple, 59.31 to 58.82. As long as we stay in or above that support box, this is bullish all the way toward the 61.89 to 63.22 areas. It can go even as high as 6,500 if they decide to extend a little further. But right now it's on track to 6,300, 63.87, somewhere in that zone, with 6,500 if they continue to extend a little bit to the upside. So that's what we'd be looking for as long as they stay above this blue box. Now, if they break this blue box, it is going to depend on structure and how things work out. There can be different paths to the upside, but we would expect a break of this box to accelerate selling at least down to the 57.24 area, and quite frankly, through that area, which would be a warning sign to the bulls. Remember, our overall major target is the April lows. Those are a must hold for the bulls to keep any kind of other bullish hopes alive, and that is down around that 5,400 area. So for the bulls to remain immediately bullish, they need to hold this support box. Anything below that starts to give us initial indications of a potential either short or long-term top, just depending on how the structures play out. Over on the NASDAQ. Okay, so we've talked about this. I said they would likely come into the pivot area, which is what they have done. And once they got into the pivot area, they would likely chop, which is exactly what we've seen here. The market has chopped sideways since they entered the pivot. They got in there on Thursday of last week. We are now into Monday, and they've chopped for a few days in this pivot. That's the 21.3 to 21,000 area. Now we would look for them to hold this support box, which is 21,000 down to 20,795, which also coincides with the last breakout area. We would look for them to hold this support box and press higher, with the target being 21,776 as the initial target, and a more aggressive target at 22,239. Now the 1,236 is the normal target. However, given how sluggish the NQ has been, I'm not sure they will extend to that point, but that would be the breakout we're looking for to the upside. Again, the target first, 21,776, 22,239, and that's assuming they hold this blue support box. If they break support, things can get dicey for the bulls really quickly, as I would expect them to sell back down to 20,000 and likely break through that area, at which point we'll have to see what kind of structure we get. But as long as we're above this blue support box, I am looking for them to continue. And ultimately, we're looking for 23,000 up to 23,750 as our overall target for the NASDAQ. Again, as long as they stay above support. So both charts have support boxes. We know where we're at below those, and things can change. We just have to see what kind of structure, how deep, and how much volume, various things like that come through. Guys, if you love the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link. It'll take you right over to the webpage. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible monthly plans that both come with a 7-day free trial. That's so you can get in there, check it out, make sure it's for you, interact with us, and make sure it's what I say it is before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time. You literally have nothing to lose by checking us out. We do have a yearly plan where you can get a discount, and we also have our educational material. We have our Elliott Wave for Beginners online course, as well as our Advanced Elliott Wave course. These courses are helping people navigate these crazy markets. We were all over this move into the 6,000 area on ES, as well as the 21,000 area on NASDAQ, and we knew that because of the key levels in the Elliott Wave counts that we had. If you are in my room, you know what happens when those key levels break and fail. In the advanced course, we go through more of the advanced concepts like advanced fib levels, diagonals, double and triple threes, flats, triangles, and how to trade Elliott Wave, all of the things that make this market very difficult. We go through in bite-sized chunks and make them very easy to understand so that you can follow along on your chart. Now, as you can see on the screen, our traders are loving this and it is helping them make money. But if you're new to Elliott Wave or this is too advanced, we also have our Elliott Wave for Beginners online course. This course is helping real traders make money and finally understand this market in a way that makes sense. It can be very confusing when good news makes the market go down and bad news makes the market go up. And that's because Elliott knew that the news cycles were garbage long ago. He knew that key levels mattered and what happened when those key levels held and what happened when they break. and that gives you a huge advantage over the rest of the market. This course is 25 videos where we go through 3 parts. We go through your introduction, where we introduce you to Elliott Wave Theory and the KISS method and why it works. We go through your chart setup and tools, where you go through all of the tools you need to use with Elliott Wave Theory, how we use them and why we use them. And then we go through the Elliott Wave for Beginners area, and that's where we go through the real core of Elliott Wave Theory, going through each of the waves, the corrective depth theory, the pivot, the theory of alternation, everything that gives you the key levels and the understanding of a crazy market in a way that makes sense. And the really cool thing about both of these courses is if you want to get them at a discount, you can get them both for $37 off. Or if you want to get them for free, simply check out one of our monthly rooms, as they are included in this price. In our first room, the Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions answered, a midday video where I go through exactly where we are in the counts and what to expect, as well as all of that training material you just saw. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing and day trade, so we do trade quite often in my room. One thing I do want to mention, guys, back in October of last year, Bitcoin was at $30,000, and I told my room it was ready to start its journey to 100K. I told them that 85K was the next target. We just hit that yesterday, and the market moved up almost 2.5 times from when I recommended Bitcoin. We do this with all kinds of charts. I went through Apple today, NVIDIA. I go through the SMH. Anything you want to see, we go through it on that midday call. It's really worth the price of admission. Now, if you're looking for something a little different, like futures trading, individual stocks, income trading, as well as advanced training, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, income trading, which is absolutely crushing it, guys. His futures trading method and his reduced risk binary method that crushes the market. He gets you in at a cheap price and gets you big multiples on your money, and it's how he structures that trade that's so unique. Something you really have to see to understand, and that's another reason we give you that 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into an account, trading mini ES futures, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we'd love to have you in these rooms so we can all make money together. All right, key takeaways for today. The blue boxes on the charts are going to be the key levels. Ideally, we get a pullback to those boxes. We want to see the market come back, touch this area, and go again. If it does, we would be targeting 6135 up to 6200 on the next move up. But if this blue box breaks, the bears can take control of the market, and the bulls need to be on alert. Over on the NASDAQ, same type of setup. You have a blue box, you have support. As long as we're above that, we would expect extensions up to 21.7 to 22.2. And we would like to see them actually come back and touch this box before breaking out here as well. Again, if they break that box, the bulls need to be on alert. Guys, that is your market update for today. I'll talk to you tomorrow.